I'm in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania today to ride the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway. It will likely be my last ride, as its operator, Reading Blue Mountain and Northern Railroad, is ceasing operations on November 25, 2019, due to a tax dispute with the borough. Before I enjoy my ride, I want to get a good last look at the trains. This is the excursion train I will be riding on soon. And this is a smaller train that brought tourists to Jim Thorpe from Reading and Port Clinton earlier today. This pair of refurbished rail diesel cars was built in the 1950s by the former Budd Company in Philadelphia. These are self-contained diesel engine passenger cars that were originally used for commuter trains. Closest to me is number 9166, which has a coach section and a kitchen that serves refreshments. Number 9168 on the far end has a complete coach interior and, according to RBM&N's website, an ornately painted ceiling. I have ridden similar RDCs, but not this specific one. It is my understanding that this train will continue to bring passengers to Jim Thorpe, so perhaps one day I will ride it. Parked at the Jim Thorpe station is the scenic excursion train I will be riding today. It has a single diesel locomotive pulling 7 passenger cars, 1 generator car, and a caboose. This GP39RN locomotive was built in June 1963 by General Electric's Electromotive Division. It is one of 6 GP39RNs in service with RBM&N. It is powered by a turbocharged 12-cylinder diesel engine producing 2,500 horsepower. The 2 red coaches at the front of the train are over 100 years old. They were originally built as early as 1917 for the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad. The 5 blue coaches were built in 1932 by Bethlehem Steel. I love the style of these old cars, and RBM&N has maintained them well. My search for information on this generator car turned up little. I know it has a diesel generator on board, as I heard it start up and saw the dark exhaust coming from the roof. My best guess is that it supplies electric power to the coaches and caboose for their onboard lighting, heating, and intercom system. Of course, no train would be complete without a little red caboose at the end. According to the railroad's website, groups of 6 riders could book a private ride in the caboose from May through September. Parked north of the station near the 903 overpass is the second Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway excursion train, which is not running today. The railway operated 2 trains at a time during the peak season from May through October, but cut back to 1 train for November. Temperatures were in the low 50s today, so it would have been too chilly to ride in one of these open-air cars. Named the Spring Song and the Summer Wind, they have a center row of benches that face the windows for a better sightseeing experience. Further down the line, you can see 2 more 1932 blue coaches and 7 more 1917 red coaches, along with a red generator car. There was an oddly placed tanker car in the middle of the train. RBM&N is primarily in the freight business, so I can only guess that this is simply for repositioning. When the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway shuts down, all of these locomotives and rail cars will be moved to other locations. RBM&N has said that they will start new tours in other areas, but as of this recording, they have not announced their specific plans. Out of sight at the tail end of the train is another GP39RN diesel locomotive, along with 2 blue gondola cars. The gondola cars carry bicycles, not passengers, for the railway's ride and bike train. Once a month, there was an early morning bike train that would carry you and your bicycle up to Whitehaven. Once they unloaded the bikes, you are on your own for the 25-mile ride back to Jim Thorpe along the beautiful D&L Trail. I did the ride several years ago when I was a lot more fit, and it's a memory I will treasure. The train went about twice as far as the daily passenger excursion, allowing you to see parts of the Lehigh Gorge that would otherwise be difficult to access. I had hoped to be able to do the ride combination again someday, but the closure of the railroad will deny me that chance. There are, however, shuttle vans and buses that will take you to Whitehaven to start your ride, though you don't get to enjoy a train ride as a bonus. Lastly, there was diesel switcher number 800 parked near the maintenance garage and turntable. This GE Electromotive Division SW8 was built in June 1952 with an 8-cylinder engine that puts out 800 horsepower. It is one of 4 owned by RBM&N. Also notice the blue tender in the background that says, "You can ride this train." This used to be parked near the station in Jim Thorpe to advertise the train excursions. My ride on the 1 o'clock train is the subject of a separate video, but I'll end this one with some footage of the 3 o'clock train leaving Jim Thorpe and heading north into the gorge under the 903 overpass.